Hello, and thanks for joining us. Today we'll be reviewing Ubuntu 24.04 LTS Noble Numbat. Not only is this long-term support, but this is also 20 years of Ubuntu. In other words, this is Ubuntu's 20th birthday, so they have quite a bit to celebrate. Anyways, if you go up here to ubuntu.com/desktop, you can hit this download Ubuntu desktop button, and it takes you on over to here, where you can hit this download button, and it will give you a prompt to give you a place to store your file, and once you've stored your file, you should be good to go. Some things that are new is that there's a new desktop installer with support for auto install. I'm not really going to go over that because I've tried installing this like at least once and it froze on me completely, and that's one of the things I don't like about Ubuntu to begin with, is that it really likes to freeze up on me at any random given moment, and I don't understand why. But that aside, there's also the new App Center and firmware updater applications. We'll take a look at the App Center. And then there's GNOME 46 with support for quarter screen tiling. So not too bad. You're not really all that behind. And you've also got quarter screen tiling. So system requirements is 2 gigahertz dual core processor, 4 gigabytes of system memory, 25 gigabytes of free hard drive space, either a USB port or a DVD drive for the installer media, and internet access is helpful. Now I'll go over this in a later video, but in order for you to put it on a thumb drive, you'd have to use something like Belina Etcher to get it going. The other way that you can have this is like a virtual machine. So I use VirtualBox, for example, and that's what we're going to be using today. You just download it, and then you can assign it a container and stick the ISO in it, and then boot up the ISO from there. Alright, so now we're on the live ISO, and like I said, I'm not going to install it, but I am trying it out. So let's go ahead and change the display settings, because this is already a little small, and we'll take a look at some of the other settings while we're at it. We'll do 1920 by 1080 looks good, and then we'll go ahead and apply it. Keep the changes. Okay. So nothing really too different, I guess. Let's take a look at appearance. Oh yeah, that's right. We can take a look at the backgrounds. So I will say that they have some really nice backgrounds. I'm really liking this one here. But I also like this one, and I like the dark version of this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and change it to that. I really like that. And then we'll go ahead and select, I don't know about magenta, but I guess we'll select a color. Now over here on Ubuntu desktop, I'm not really a person that deals with the desktop, but you can deal with your desktop icons, and you can also deal with your dock. Like, for example, I always like mine on the bottom, and I don't want to auto hide it right now, but everything looks good here. As far as anything else goes, apps, I'll take a look at the apps in the app store, or in the thing. All right, let's take a look at system. I want to see what this is running exactly. So like system details. All right, so we have X11. We're running X11 on this. Okay, that is interesting. And we are on the 6.8 kernel, so I guess that's good. Looks good to me. And up here we can select which workspace we want to work in. Let's take a look at the apps here. So we've got all your normal stuff here. I see we got Gparty, got LibreOffice. You've got the terminal. I'm going to pin that to the dash, because we're going to be using that in a second. But yeah, got all the LibreOffice stuff. Alright, they said that they made some changes to the App Store, so let's take a look at the App Store. Okay, it's a little more clean. It's not bad. It's doable. Alright, and if we go over here to manage, you can see that there's updates. You can actually update. And yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad at all. You could, in fact, update the Snap Store if you wanted to. Not really much of a Snap Store person, but I will say that this interface looks pretty good. So they mentioned quarter tiling. I want to try that out with the terminal. So we can put that at about halfway. Let's do a new window. And then let's do another new window. Are we going to get the quarter tiling? We're going to get the quarter tiling? That's a ripoff. That was not what I thought it was going to be. To me, when I think of quarter tiling, I think of like you have 4 sections that you can put windows in. Let's see how long it takes Firefox to load. That probably took at least 10 to 15 seconds to load. But of course, when you're running snaps, what do you expect? So let's go ahead and close out of that. So in all, what do I think? Well, I really love that wallpaper. But aside the wallpapers, I think it's just another release. I mean, other than the update packages like the GNOME interface and stuff like that, I really can't find anything that just springs out that's like something I really like about it, you know? But with that being said, we have come full circle. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video.